Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lizzie RSA, the car fanatic, the car enthusiast, the visionary with the playful grind. You feel me? Yes, sir. Alright, guys, so don't mind my mood now. I just woke up, but so it's been a minute since I dropped the video on YouTube, but we're sharing another one, you know what I'm saying? So we're going back to Daytona dealership today. So we're finna scout out the inventory they have in the showroom, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So if it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video to your family, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you also turn the post notification button so that you're notified every time I drop a video. Yes, sir. Like the video, guys. Let's get this video to 100 likes at least, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. So right now I'm just gonna go. Hey, the thing is, right now I don't know if it's gonna be a breeze in the park because to go there, because right now the weather is there is no sunlight whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? There's no sunlight, and it's just the weather is just some type of way right now. It's decadecking, I can say. But other than that, right now I'm going to go take a shower, come back, and yeah, then we vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, guys, so we just got done getting ready to go. Right, so this morning in a drip check, Yana. So we got the bucket hat. You know I'm always rocking the chain. The chain is a part of me at this point. We got a shirt from factory. We got cargo pants from Sports Scenes. We're rocking the new school Vans. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got the chain bracelet. Oh, I forgot one thing. And we're rocking the black flower, as you can see. So yeah, we're kind of wearing an all black outfit. The only thing that's not black that's on me is the bucket hat, but that's all right. I still love this thing regardless. So right about now we finna get out. We finna go, and yeah, the dealership is open. I think they close right about 1 on Saturdays, so we have plenty of time. So yeah, I'll see you when I get there. Psych. So guys, right now we're on the way to the dealership, and yeah, it's been a while since I've last been to Daytona, so I don't know what's to be expected or what's to be there, but I know there's fresh inventory. That's what I know. And I always like seeing new cars in a dealership showroom, so yeah, so there might be a few that are the same, but whoa, I just saw a snagged piece of a treasure. But then yeah, I'll see you guys at the dealership. We cruising nicely. We are cruising nicely. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen someone doing things like this? I'm pretty sure I'm the first vlogger on YouTube to be riding a bike and vlogging at the same time. Don't try this at home, people. This is performed by professional. This is performed by a professional. So don't try this at home. We are here. We are here. We have arrived, well, we have somewhat arrived at our destination, but yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Let me just tweak the gears on this bike. There we go. So much better. So guys, like I said, I don't know what's gonna be there, but I always look forward to seeing new stock in the showroom. It feels weird, man. Like I'm riding a bike, but I literally act like I'm a car. I drive on the, like I don't ride on the sidewalks. I ride on the road. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Well, would you look at that? We have arrived at our destination. Melrose Arch Daytona dealership. Ayeye, c'est Figi leva feito. As I told you, see it's feeling like our destination. I see a Cayenne Turbo, I see an Artura, I see an Autobiography Range Rover, a Cayman S, and amongst others. They lock this dealership down? That's my question. Unless I'm on the wrong side of the door. I have no idea, but the guy at the dealership is closed. No, they didn't. Nah, I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. That's how you roll. Hey yo, you just entered and the first thing that you see is this thing. That's a bar, but that's a Bravas right there. I think it resembles the 6x6, but I'm not sure. Daytona dealership, baby. We back here at it. Alright, so like I said, there's new merch on the showroom line. Oh, and remember that chassis that I showed you guys during March? That McLaren chassis? Well, you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat. Alright, so it's been improved. Yeah, I brought out the tripod just for making handling a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the showroom. So yeah, there's the chassis that I just talked about right now. Hey, let me just keep it away from that side because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But remember, yeah, this chassis. If y'all remember this chassis, then you guys know it's an exact McLaren MP4 12C. Like I said, the chassis is made out of carbon fiber. This is forged carbon, just so you know. This is the engine for the MP4 12C. Yo! I hope you... Nah, I'm gonna edit that out. I just see something. Yo! and it's magnificent. If you guys remember, this is a McLaren. This is a McLaren Formula One car, right? That is made by Jack Daniels. And last time I was here, this car or this artwork was on the other side. There is something else that has replaced it on that side, and I'm gonna get to it in just a bit. But yeah, that chassis that I just showed you guys, here's the actual car. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is, I'm not sure the year model, but then these things ran from production around 2010 and 2012 if I believe. So this is a McLaren MP412C. This is one of the first McLaren supercars that McLaren has actually ever made, besides the F12 McLaren. So it has smash and grab, as you can see. This is actually the launch color of the MP412C. I think this is called metallic cosmic orange. And the tires are 305s by 30 R20s. So these are 20-inch rims, and the tread of those tires are big. You have your standard exhaust right here. I think I'm not sure if it's a titanium exhaust. And there's the engine right there. And when you come over here, you see the McLaren bike. This is an electric bike because it has the battery pack is in here. As you can see, this is the speedometer for that bike. It's actually nice, I won't lie. And then last time we were here, we saw a McLaren Artura. They have plenty of Arturas in stock this time. They have a regular Artura, that's the Artura Spider right there. And this is actually my favorite Artura here. I love the spec that this one has. It has a black spec with gold wheels. I actually like that. I believe that it is on. The car is on. Last I checked. I'm not sure if I can step on this turnstile, but if you zoom in there, the car is actually on, as you can see. I think it's showing how much battery is in it, how much fuel is in. Yeah, it's on electric mode right now, so the car is actually on. I don't know if you guys can see right there. I'm gonna zoom in right now. Yeah, the car is on, so it's on electric mode. And last time we were here, there was a 765 LT and a 675 LT as well. So I only see one LT, but it's none of those ones that we just saw. So moving on, this is a McLaren 720S. This car has 720 brake horsepower along with 900 Nm of torque, and all that power is sent to the rear wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox with launch control, of course. It has smash and grab windows, carbon ceramic brakes. As you can see, I think those are 6-piston calipers. And the color scheme, it's nice, but this is not something I would get it in. You have your carbon fiber front splitter right there, carbon fiber in the the headlights, and carbon fiber within these hood vents right here. That's not the hood, that's a front, so front vents. This is not carbon fiber, but then these air vents conduct air into the engine, and just to make it cool down a lot more faster, you have carbon fiber right here, and that's your engine right there. The engine is actually much more deep inside the car, so you can't really see it. But that's your exhaust. This is plain normal exhaust. That's your gearbox. And this right here is a McLaren 600 LT. This is the LT, so this is the stock exhaust. This is not the titanium exhaust. You can't really see the engine because of this mesh right here, but it keeps a nice stealthy vibe to it. On the interior, you have an Alcantara dashboard. I think Alcantara dashboards are standard for all McLarens. You have your carbon fiber wing mirrors, carbon fiber side splitters, carbon ceramic brakes. Those are 4-piston calipers or 2-piston calipers, if I believe. That's your electronic handbrake that grips on the wheels. And these are semi-slicks, just so you know. And these are 285s by 35 R20s. So the tire width of this one is much more smaller than that one of the MP412C. Oh, there are your doors in action for the Artura. Moving on to the front, also on semi-slicks, but then you have a smaller tire tread. You have like a thinner tire tread than in the rear. These are 225s by 35 R19s. So they're thinner and they're smaller. So this is an inch smaller than the rear tires. Then you have, oh, the roof is actually carbon fiber as well, all the way from your pillars to the rear, the roof, and in the hood it's carbon fiber. I don't know if you can see that right there. The mesh actually looks clear, but not clear enough for you to see the actual engine. You have your carbon fiber bucket seats, you know what I'm saying, and your carbon fiber front splitter. I'm gonna get to that. I am okay. Next up, this will be a first for me and you, the viewers on my channel. Let's get into it. Yo, my heart. I feel like it's sinking. Guys, this right here is a McLaren Senna. And right here you have your matte PPF, the headlights, the front splitter, and that's active aero right there. Look at this. Right in there, that's the radiator. There's a radiator in there. This right here is a McLaren Senna. I'm not sure if it's 2022 or 2023, but this right here is a race car for the road. Oh. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. There is a window within the door. So basically, if people are passing by and they see this is crazy, bro. This is mad crazy. This is crazy. I can't believe it. This is crazy. This is insane. So if you look inside, guys, everywhere in this car is carbon fiber. I'm talking carbon fiber bucket seats, carbon fiber dashboard, carbon fiber infotainment system. The roof is made of glass, not carbon fiber, just so you know. I think this is not electric. This is mattified glass. Actually, no. This is the roof. This is the roof right here. This is the door. This is part of the door. So I never thought about that. It's only clicked on my mind now. Even your plenum, the carbon fiber plenum in the engine is made of carbon fiber. So we have a carbon fiber air duct, and right now that I actually feel inside this thing, it's actually hot. Or it's warm, not hot. So the tire profile is actually thicker than the MP412C's tire profile. These are semi-slicks, the same as the 600 LT and the 600 LT. These are 315 by 30 R20. So these are 20-inch rims, but then have a wider tire profile than the MP412C. The arch lining within the wheel wells is also made out of carbon fiber. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, right there. The arch lining is made out of carbon fiber, as you can see right there. And the manufacturer of this tire are Pirelli. These are Pirellis, just so you know. The wing. This is one of the biggest wings I've seen on a car to date. You have your 3-pipe exhaust right there, and I can definitely say this is titanium because you have blue accents right here that show off that it is titanium. And you have your heat shield around the exhaust to protect the rest of the car from the heat that this car produces. Yeah, McLaren Senna, McLaren badge, your reverse camera, your diffuser at the back is also made of carbon fiber. Like I said, guys, this car has carbon fiber everywhere around it. There's your gearbox. The wing, guys, I just can't get over the wing. This is your fuel filler cap. They actually put a seat cover on the driver's seat. This right here is this is where the radiators are, and if you think about it, the air that comes in here is directed through the real arch, and the air that escapes there is actually hot air, and it gets misdirected, and the air that comes in here is cool air to cool off the radiators in here. You get what I'm saying? You have your carbon fiber wing mirrors, and like I said, there's carbon fiber everywhere on this car. This car is practically carbon fiber. You know what I'm saying? Guys, to be honest, this is the first time I actually see a McLaren Senna right in front of my eyes, and this is actually a blessed moment. I actually am thankful that I took my time to come here within the morning, because it's Saturday and this dealership they close early during the weekends. or let me see, on Saturday. They're not open on Sundays, so they open at 9 a.m. They close at 1 p.m. because they also have to enjoy their lives. They can't be working every single day or every single hour. Yo, the Artura. That is the Artura Spider right there. What I smell right now, that's petrol. I smell petrol. I smell petrol. They are taking out the Arturas, so that one is running on electric mode, while this one is running on petrol. The engine is on, that is running on its batteries. This is crazy. If it's like this every single weekend, I would come here, but it'll actually lose the plot and it'll actually be boring. So I don't really want to get into that. So that car is warm because the revs just dialed down. You know what I'm saying? You really can't even hear it. You can't hear it. I think it was just a case of them moving them around, so they want to put both McLarens on the trench tires. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but we're going to find out. These are one of the finest pieces of art I've ever seen in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? This is actually crazy. I never thought I'd be here willingly, but I am. This is the second time I come here willingly, and this is the time one. And this time I actually come by myself. My uncle is not with me today, so yeah. Moving on, we just showcased McLaren, so right now we're moving on to Aston Martin. Yeah, to Aston Martin. Starting it off with this right here. This right here is an Aston Martin DBS. This is a DBS Superleggera. You can see Superleggera right here, and this is metallic paint, black metallic paint, as if you will. And Aston Martin, fun fact, Aston Martin, when they put brakes on their cars, they put one of the biggest piston calipers on any car. So I think those are 10 piston calipers along with carbon ceramic brakes. 265 by 35 R21 inch tires. These are Pirellis, just so you know. And these doors, they're long. When they open, you will see that they're long, and the door handles are hidden. Those are the wing mirrors, and that is the interior. I actually love that they kept some elements from the DBS. So if you look on the center console, right here, that is PRND, and right there is in the middle is their start-stop button for the engine. In the rears, these are actually a bigger tire profile. Those are 305s by 30 R21s. These are bigger tire profile than those at the front. Same with the rear brake setup. That's a 4-piston caliper along with the electronic handbrake that grips onto the brake disc. Carbon ceramic brakes, just so you know. So I don't know how the exhaust pipe setup actually works. One thing I know about Aston Martin is that with either your Vantage or your DBS, some of them come with 2 exhausts and some of them come with 4 exhausts. So if you guys could tell me what goes on with the exhaust in the comment section, I'll really appreciate it. And moving on to the next car, this is actually my favorite modern Aston Martin. This right here, this is an Aston Martin Vantage. This is a 2018 or 2017 to 2022 Aston Martin Vantage. So this is the pre-facelift Vantage. And fun fact about this Vantage, This uses the same engine as the Mercedes-Benz C63S AMG. So right here in that engine is a Mercedes engine. So they actually sound the same and they perform the same. So this car actually produces 585 brake horsepower along with 700 Newton meters of torque, and all that power is sent to the rear wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. So for the tires, your Pirelli P0 tires, and the tire profile is 255 by 35 R21s in the front, and these are vented brakes. Yeah, these are vented brakes. That's a 10 piston caliper, I believe. And moving on to the rear, these are also P0s, but then these are 295s by 30 R21s, and same setup as the DBS, e-brake, 4 piston caliper, vented brakes. And within the suspension system, this car actually has adaptive dampers. So with the diffuser, this is a gloss black diffuser. It's not carbon fiber, unfortunately. But then yeah, same setup as the DBS, 4 pipe exhaust system. I don't know. I've seen some Vantages with 2 pipes and some Vantages with 4 pipes, like this one. So if I was to buy an Aston Martin Vantage, it would actually be in this color scheme. I would have it in this light lime color. I don't know the name for this color, unfortunately, but there is all this for me to find out, so I'm gonna find out soon. And in front of me right now, Martin DB12. You see what I mean? Some Aston Martin you have 2 exhaust systems, 2 pipe exhaust systems, and some you have 4. So if you guys could tell me in the comment section how that works, I would really appreciate it. So in the rear, brake discs, carbon fiber, 4 piston calipers, e-brake caliper. In the front, 10 piston caliper, carbon fiber, and these are Michelin 5S Sport. These are Michelin PS5 tires. These are not PS4s, these are PS5s. These are 275s by R35 R21-inch tires. And yeah, I really don't like this, because if anything drops from the sky above and your car is locked, the wing mirror is facing up. So if anything drops and it shatters your mirror, what is gonna happen then? That's something I don't like. So can you guys please tell me if you guys prefer this? Because me personally, I don't. In the rear or in the interior, it's smash and grab all the way. You know what I'm saying? You really can't see anything. It's pretty dark. Even in reality, that's dark. I can't really see anything. I can show you a bit of it from the windscreen. And right there, that is plushed leather. You have your leather dashboard, leather steering wheel, leather seats, leather everywhere, leather armrest as well. So with the DBS, there is not the DB12, sorry. With the DB12, there is no carbon fiber anywhere. I don't see any carbon fiber anywhere, but I actually like the headlights, the headlight design. It's actually new. And fun fact, last time I was here, there was an Aston Martin Vanquish S, and the same Vanquish S is right here. I didn't showcase it because my phone died at the time, but this is an Aston Martin Vanquish S, and with the original, compared to the original Vanquish, the original Vanquish has a 2-pipe exhaust system, one on this side and one on the other side, but then this is 4-pipe, and I actually like it. This is matte, or this is like a type of rough texture. I don't know how to explain it, but think of sandpaper, just a small texture of sandpaper. Yeah, that's what that feels like. But you have a carbon fiber diffuser along with red accents right here, which is nice to have. These, if you look at the badge, right, and if you look at the taillights, you'll actually see that half and half make a wing. Half make the Aston Martin badge when you think about it. So this is the interior, and I actually love that they had the window open. You have your leather right. Hey, let me keep my hand out of the car. You have your leather right here within the seat. It says Vanquish as in the rear, and I don't know who is sitting in the rear, because that is a tight space. The rear seats were not made for adults. I'm saying that right now. And unlike the original Vanquish, as the instrument cluster actually has more of a bold font to it, so it's different compared. I think they did that to make it more sporty. And your center console is made out of forged carbon fiber, not original carbon fiber, forged. And like I said, I like it when they keep the Aston Martin Vantage design within the interior. So like the DBS, or no, yeah, they like the DBS Superleggera. They have PRND, and the start-stop button is in the middle. That's where you insert your key. And this is a V12. It has a V12 engine, and I'd say Aston Martins are known for their V12s. So this car has carbon ceramic brakes, gripped by, I want to believe that's 6 piston calipers. Same with the rears, e-brake calipers. You get the idea. I've shown too much of that. These are 255 by 35 R20 tires, and these are Pirelli's P0 tires. This car is actually beautiful, I won't lie, but it's not something I would buy. I would get a Vantage than a Vanquish. And right here is another DBS. What? No, I'm recording.
Oh, but you're not live, as in streaming.
No, I'm not streaming.
Okay.
I don't have enough data for that.
No, it's not computer streaming.
Nah, I'm not streaming. But alright. This is another DBS Superleggera. This is a 2019 model, and this car actually goes for 6.5 million rand. A nigga must make money. Oh. Showcasing it. It's actually very, very, very nice. You know what I'm saying? I've explained the tire setup so many times, so I'm gonna skip that. Smash and grab windows. You can't really see it because it's a little bright, but then leather dash. Ooh, I didn't see this. This car actually has a Bang & Olufsen sound system. So every time you start the car, these tweeters right here, they raise up. It's a leather dash, leather interior, leather bucket seats, leather armrest, carbon fiber steering wheel actually, carbon fiber hood vents, carbon fiber side skirts, or carbon fiber, what do you call these things? Yeah, carbon fiber everywhere actually. Carbon fiber wing mirrors, carbon fiber spoiler, and the rear is actually made out of leather. I did not see that. Carbon fiber diffuser, full pipe exhaust system, and you have your light bar. This actually turns on at night or when you start the car. It's actually a beautiful piece. These Aston Martin actually makes very nice pieces of machinery. Right here is a Aston Martin DBS. No, this is a DB12, not a DBS. It's a DBS Spider, and here's a DBS Coupe. And let's showcase some others. That one right there, that car is actually owned by someone, I don't know who, but it's not my place. Then let's showcase this. This right here is a Porsche 911 992.2 Carrera. Now this is a 991.1, so this is a Carrera S, and you have your beautiful LED matrix headlights. You have your 20-inch tires. These are Pirelli P0s as well. You have your 10 piston caliper up front. Those are drilled brakes, not vented, not carbon ceramics. Those are drilled. As you can see, this right here, this is what everyday supercar. This is the supercar that you can actually drive every day on a daily basis. You can actually daily drive this Porsche and not be worried about anything, because remember, Porsche is owned by Volkswagen, and Volkswagen makes pretty reliable cars. So this is actually one of them. I wouldn't mind owning this, but one thing I know about Porsche is they are expensive as F. So getting one won't be cheap, but it will be worth it. I'm actually aiming to get a Porsche 997.1 Carrera S. So I'm aiming to get an ancestor of this car and be nice. So now we are Ferrari borders. So right in front of me is one of my favorite Ferraris. Right here, a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. This is actually my favorite Ferrari currently at this moment, besides the 812 Superfast. And Pininfarina right there. Pininfarina. These are your side markers and the emblems. This badge right here is not hand painted. This badge is actually created and pasted on the car. But what Matt Watson showed off recently is that Ferrari now. The only thing that they will sell you is the drivetrain, the engine, and the badge. That's it. Everything else, they don't really care. So no offense, Ferrari. if you guys want to make me test drive your car, I would actually be happy and willing to. I'm a safe driver, just so you know. So another thing about the F12 Berlinetta is that the grand ancestors of the F12 Berlinetta are the 599 GTO. Moving on to something else that I forgot. But then the ancestor of this F12 is the 599 GTO or the GTB. The more you know. And fun fact about the rear tires of this car that make it look small, but these wheels right here are 20-inch tires, but the tire profile of this car is so big that it makes them look like they're 18 inches. These are P0 Pirellis. These are 315 by 35 or 20-inch tires. So if you wanted to make it bigger, I'd say go for 21-inch tires. And look, this is what I mean. Let me show you real quick. You see the rear tires compared to the fronts. The fronts actually look larger than the rears, and I don't know why. The rears are 255 by 35 R20s, so they're the same tire inch profile, but then that is way meatier than this. Got to be. This car produces over 700 horsepower along with over 900 newton meters of torque, and all controlled by a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. Jamie Clarkson actually said that this car is actually one of the most dangerous cars he's actually ever driven in his entire life. So shout outs to Jeremy Clarkson. So we seeing what? So right now this is a LCI BMW G05 X5 30D X-Drive. So you have carbon fiber diffuser, you have your steel brakes, which is upsetting. Oh, fun fact, the tire profile on these tires are actually the same as the Ferraris, but this is a bigger tire, but then it's a bigger wheel than the rears of this Ferrari. These are 21-inch tires, front and back, 275s. The tire profiles on this are actually much bigger than that of the Ferraris. I don't know why, but then this is a G05 X5 30D LCI, and you can tell it's an LCI because of the way the taillights are designed. And this is an all blacked out G05. And the reason why is because it's an armored vehicle. And one thing I know about armored vehicles is that they fetch a hefty price tag. You will be paying over $5 million for one of these bad boys. Then right here we have an Audi RSQ8. This is the facelift RSQ8, and it has Audi ceramic brakes, front and back RSQ8, and it's an all blacked out vehicle, as you can tell. And you have your iconic Audi signature exhaust system. That wide oval thing right there is what makes Audi RS Audi RS. You know, these are on Continental tires, front and back. These are Sport Context 6 tires, 295s, R35s, front and back, just so you know. And I actually love the Audi Matrix LED headlights and the way the Audi. Oh, fun fact: this right here, this Audi badge can actually light up when the car is on. But then speeding it up, we have an Lamborghini Urus. This is a pre-face Urus, and this car is riding on 23-inch tires, which is crazy big. So fun fact, this car right here is actually this car, but then wearing more expensive clothing. Think of this car as that car wearing Louis Vuitton clothing compared to that one wearing Prada clothing. The more you know. So the RSQ8 and the Lamborghini Urus share the same drivetrain and engine. So they both have a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. The Audi produces 600 horsepower along with 800 newtons of torque, 8-speed automatic gearbox. But then the Urus actually makes over 700 horsepower, or over 650. But then this is a plain Urus, so over 650. I think same amount of torque. I'm not really sure, but all I know is that the Urus and RSQ8, they're basically the same, but then this one just wears more expensive clothing. And right here we have another cousin of the RSQ8. This right, Bentayga. This is a Bentley Bentayga. I'm not sure if it's the W12 or the same engine as those two other cars, but then Bentley actually does it in terms of luxury, compared to the Lamborghini. So, but I wouldn't buy it. I'll still buy the Lambo over this any day of the week. But over the Lambo, I would buy that because that is actually much cheaper to own, much cheaper to maintain than this. They will put a Lamborghini tax on this, but then all three of these cars, they're the same car. They're all that car right there. moving on, we have a Ferrari 488 Pista. This is also one of my favorite Ferraris. It has carbon fiber everywhere, even in the engine compartment. As you can see, the intake manifold is carbon fiber. The surrounding areas of the engine is made out of carbon fiber, which is actually crazy. Carbon fiber hood vent, carbon fiber front vents, carbon fiber hood vents that retract hot air into the engine. And within the car, it has a leather steering wheel, smash and grab Alcantara seats, bucket seats, Alcantara. And you know that the Pista is actually ready for the racetrack because it has seat straps on instead of your plain original seat belts. And yeah, that's all the Pista. The Pista is actually one of my favorite Ferraris, as I said, but then I would actually have the Pista in red compared to yellow. And right here we have a Mercedes-Benz V300D Bentley Bentayga. And final showcase, this right here is a Ferrari 812 Superfast. I'm not sure if it's a Superfast or a GTS. You guys will tell me in the comment section. Or Competizione, but I think the Competiziones are much more aggressive looking compared to what this one is. So it's either an 812 Superfast or an 812 GTS. You guys can help me out. This car is riding on Michelin PS4 tires, front and back, but the tire profile is actually much bigger, as I said. But then yeah, so right now we just showcased everything within the dealership, but there is one more car that they have I have not viewed yet, so just give me a minute. Alright, so I'm just gonna speed this in because I believe they're about to close the dealership. And yeah, but then right here is a Ferrari 355 F1 GTS. So this car boasts I believe a 3-liter V12 engine. I'm not too sure, but unlike other Ferraris, this comes with an F1 transmission, hence the name 355 F1 GTS. But then yeah, I believe that's a 6-speed F1 gearbox. I'm not too sure, but yeah, the car has 285s, sorry, and these are Pirelli P0s. I believe Pirelli is the standard for everything out here at Daytona. I'm not too sure, but then the brake calipers are 2 or 4 piston calipers. I'm not too sure. I don't do my research on Ferrari that well, but I actually love the way they design some of their cars. They know how to design good cars, and those credits go to Pininfarina, not Ferrari themselves. Pininfarina did Ferrari a favor by designing some of their cars. The car actually has pop-up headlights, so the headlights are actually right here. These are your turn signals, and that is the hood vent for this car right here. And I love the color scheme of the Corsa red color. The same can be said with the F12 Berlinetta. You know what I'm saying? So another car that we haven't seen is this is an Aston Martin Rapid S. So think of this car as the Vantage, but with 4 doors. I think I shown this car in my first Daytona episode video. I'm not too sure, but the color scheme on this car is actually beautiful. That is paint right there in a metallic finish. That is actually ugly. That is ugly. I won't lie. That is ugly. The headlights are all blacked out, and these are your turn signals right here. I have no idea what that is, and I don't care. I'm about to leave it away. The dash is made out of leather, and the color scheme is red along with the steering wheel, so red. And like I said, this is an Aston Martin Vantage, but then just with 4 doors of that age. So it's actually that car over there, but with 4 doors. The design and same. So one car I haven't showed off before, I think I did, not too sure. This DB12 or DB11 AMR. You can see it's AMR by the AMR badge right there, and these are AMR design specific wheels, I believe. I'm not too sure what the paint finish is, but to be honest, the car actually has PPF. It has PPF. If you can see this line right here, that is paint protection film, so it's actually different. Don't want to touch the car because it's not my car. Compared to the original DB11s and DBSs, the AMRs actually contain carbon fiber, unlike the original cars. but the same can be said for the front splitters and everywhere. But then your radiators are there, the headlights are actually beautiful in design. The wing mirrors are not carbon fiber, unfortunately, nor is the roof. I don't know why. I only seen bits of carbon fiber on the hood. The interior actually has carbon fiber. That's forged carbon fiber right there, and it's actually not to have. But then yeah. Oh, actually we have it. There is one more car we can view whilst we are still here. Now I think about it. So right here, I did showcase this car in the previous video, but the thing that makes it different compared to the other one is that this right here is a Lotus Emira first edition. And the reason why we say it's a first edition because this is one of the first ones, I believe, because it also has a Emira first edition badge right there. So number one, this has a Toyota Camry V6 engine. So this car, and it's supercharged, just so you know, this is the supercharger right here. This car makes 400 horsepower, I believe, along with 600 newtons of torque, controlled via a torque, actually no, controlled via a 6-speed manual gearbox. I would actually, personally, I would buy this car and I would be happy with it regardless of the circumstances. Because as long as, I'm a firm believer of save the manuals because I love shifting gears, you know. I love that. The interior is actually red bucket seats. So this car actually has bloody inside, as I would call it. Those are bloody insides. But for this car, I would actually keep the bloody insides within the car. So the red seats and the red interior I would keep. But the paint, I would change it to black. I have showcased it before, so I would change the color to black and keep the red interior, because black and red actually make a good combination when you think about it, and it actually looks menacing, especially at night when the rain is pouring. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have showcased everything here. Literally, I have showcased everything. So right now I'm just gonna go take some photos and be out. But anyways, stay tuned. Sitting in one of these feels like this car is so low to the ground. Like, let me show. I'm 5'7", and actually I can actually fit in here comfortably. I can sit here comfortably, and driving this car wouldn't be a problem. This is actually great. This is monumental. Carbon fiber steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel, carbon fiber center console right here. This is your start stop button, and it's illuminated, as you guys can see. Let me just darken it. So it's illuminated, and there's the foot pedals, so I can actually fit in here. I think when it comes to adjustment, I'm not sure if you can move the seat. Actually you can. So what this car has, it actually has a nose lift. So let's say there's somewhere that is actually high for this car, so you can hit this button and you can raise up. The head lining is made out of Alcantara, and there is actually rear view mirror, and you can actually see right there. It's not that you can actually see behind you, so it's actually nice. The carbon fiber bucket seats, actually no, these are not carbon fiber, these are leather wrap seats, but then the bucket seats, and actually feel nice. I can actually sit in here. I'm actually comfortable. It's actually something I would live with. And like I said, this is a McLaren Artura. It has two BMW engines from an i8, so they have two 1.5 liter inline 3 BMW i8 engines woven into one. So together you have a 3 liter V6 along with a hybrid battery on this. So it's half electric, half petrol powered. If I remember correctly, for the horsepower figures, they are around 600 horsepower, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure, but yeah. And if you close the door, this car actually has soft closed doors, and being within this car is monumental. I can't believe I'm sitting in an Artura. I can't believe I'm sitting in a McLaren. This is the first time I sit inside a McLaren. I am truly thankful to God for this moment, because it's with Him and my ability and my faith within God that I'm actually here. I literally just said I'm gonna wake up, create content, and go to Daytona dealership. This is actually amazing, guys. I can't believe that I'm here. I am so blessed that I'm here. I'm going to check out what is that. I have no idea how you open this door. Guys, that's the end of the vlog that I've just created here at Daytona. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share the post, and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. We about the cars. We don't live for the cars, but then we just about them, you know what I'm saying? We enjoy seeing such beautiful cars any given moment in time we can. For the fact that I actually sat inside a McLaren is the craziest part of my content creation journey, because I never thought I would actually sit inside a McLaren, but I have, and I am truly thankful to God for that given moment. But then yeah, it's your boy Letty RSA, the car fanatic, the car enthusiast, the visionary with a playful grind, you feel me? Yes sir. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so that you're notified every time I drop a video. Follow my socials, TikTok and Instagram at Letty RSA. Yes sir, we're doing it big. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Letty out.